It is another one of the 10 styles in the challenge that I've given myself, and this one is a German Pils, and it's called Timebot, after one of the more interesting giant monster movies I've seen in my life. We're about to do a grain in the glass, and it starts right now. So this German Pils, it's kind of a, I guess a pseudo Pils, because I will be using the Imperial Cablecar yeast. This is the yeast that can do lager flavors and characteristics at ale temperatures, at least it claims to. So this is kind of a double episode, or no, not a single episode, but it's kind of a double theme where I'm doing I've never done a German Pils before, and this will be the first test of the yeast. In fact, there's going to be 3 altogether in these 10 videos. So just like the tropical IPA yeast, if you hadn't seen that video, same exact process. I calculated, propagated, and divided, and I have a vial of that ready to use for this. So I am going to get the water on and then get the grains ready. So over to the water. So it's pretty simple, 2.5 gallons of water. And this is the first one I'm doing with my treated tap water. Treated, well, I'll get to that in a second. But my tap water after getting the water profile, which either already was an episode or will be an episode on that. I'm not sure what falls in releases. And as far as treated, I put in a little less than a quarter of a Camden tablet to get rid of the, if there's chloride or, was it chloride? I say chloramide, and that's not it. Chloramide, maybe? The stuff that makes it smell and taste like a pool. This takes it right out. In fact, just standing right over this, that smell's already gone. It's only been about 5 minutes and the heat's just already started to increase. So while this goes, I should have just enough time to get the grains together and milled, which I'm going to do right now. So first, the big base malt, which naturally is Pilsner, and it is 2 pounds and 2.4 ounces, which was in my recipe 2.15 pounds, and I had to do a quick cheat check, as you can see. But we got the number in the end. Ooh, there goes the automatic, whatever that is, color balancing. I don't know what just happened there. But, all right, base malts. Now I got a couple of specialty malts. First specialty malts, the Vienna malts, 6.4 ounces. Oh, I really messed with the color now. 6.4 ounces of that. And actually, that wasn't too bad. And when I got these Vienna malts out, it made me remember that when I first got that Cablecar yeast, I wanted to do a Vienna lager that was called Falco Had More Than One Song. And if you know what I'm referring to, put that in the comments. And the second specialty malt, it is white wheat malt, and it is 3.2 ounces of that. So got all our grains together, just got to go mill them up and get them into the bag and the mash tun, the bag tun. I'm just gonna call it bag tun from now on if I haven't already. All right, the grains are milled and double milled for the bag portion of the bag tun. As you probably saw, hopefully that all came out. It's the first time I did a milling sequence, and probably the last time, because holy crap was that hard to do with one hand. All the sweet wort is collected. That is about 1.9 pounds, give or take a little bit. And the boil is started. See, the burner's on, and I'm doing this all inside because I didn't mention before, but that is PM, not AM. I would consider that rolling at this point. So here is the first hop drop. These are all Magnum, so I'm going to go in there And and my screen went out, of course, as I picked it up. So start the timer, 1 hour, and now I got the boil started. Gonna take a quick minute to explain. While I was having a little fun over there and trying to be funny measuring out the hops, I incorrectly marked those 2 hop additions, which I believe are Hersberger and what was the other one? Says at 15 minutes. It's actually 5 minutes. So I've got actually even longer wait until the next hop addition. We're finally down to 5 minutes and get the second hop drop. That is a combination of Hersberger and Says. And in just a few more minutes, one more. And then we almost got a beer. Not quite there yet, still Wort. And down to the final 2 minutes with Sterling hops, which smell phenomenal, by the way. Alright, 60-minute timer sounded, so I'm going to kill the heat and get it over into the ice bath. Beer is in the fermenter. I have a blow-off tube going into a beer bottle of sanitizer. And the starting gravity on this ended up being 1.053. It was estimated to be 1.50, so I'll take it. That's pretty darn close. Much better than my numbers on the Pale Ale. And despite everything you've seen on this channel so far, this is not the only way I control temperatures for my beer, especially my big batches. I have gear for my big batches that is way more precise than this, and it actually, is real gear. I got to do one of those videos to prove that, because otherwise it just looks, this is all you've seen. But it's not the only way. But for my 1 gallon batches, it's worked great. It served me well. But it's not the only way, I swear, and you'll see it. So I'll check this in the morning, see what kind of fermentation activity we have, if any, in it'll be about 12 hours, I think, from now or so. Yeah, whenever I get up. It'll be later. I'm done everything. The beer, the cleaning everything, the putting everything away. It's just before 1 a.m. in the morning, and it didn't take all that time necessarily for any reason for the brewing, other than the fact that I didn't have to hurry up and finish and get to something else for once, which was really nice. It was actually a really relaxing brew day, regardless of it being in the middle of the night. I might do these late night ones again sometime. It is tasting time for the German Pils, so let's get right to it. This is for a hiss, which there is one. I was afraid because I thought I saw a crack in the neck of the bottle. I took this out of the fridge, but at closer look I couldn't see anything. Let's see what we got. All right, carbonation looks good. It is about a week old in the bottle. The color is very good, and it's pretty clear. I did do findings on this. I didn't record it, but I did some gelatin findings. I forget the amount I used, but it was probably less than I needed, because with a 1 gallon batch, I wasn't quite sure how much I should use. So it might be, it looks like it's getting a little chill haze now it's out in the air, but it could be the glass too. But I think I could have done a little more and got it even clearer, but I'm happy with that first test. Let's see what the aroma looks like, or no, the aroma smells like. It's nice and, oh, my dog's going nuts. The aroma's nice. It has that nice kind of crisp lager, almost lager-like beer smell, for lack of a better term. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. So let's get to the tasting. Not bad by any means, but I'm not quite sure. It's what I expect out of a German Pils. So let me try again. There's a certain crispness to it, like the yeast promises. And again, this is also the first test of the L05, the Cablecar yeast from Imperial. So it does kind of a lager-ish taste, but it's not quite as clean and crisp as a lager. There's a little ale-ish character to it, like a little, not quite sure what, like more of a, there's no caramel malts in here, but there seems to be like a touch of a caramel taste to it. Just a touch, not like there was a pound of crystal anything in there. It's just a touch of a little more to it than I'd expect if this was from a German Pils, is what I'm trying to say. But still, not bad. I'm going to taste it one more. She doesn't like something out there. I'm going to check that out soon. I'd kind of expect a little more of a biscuity, just bordering on toast flavor from the German Pils that I like. I'm not saying that is necessarily has to be in everyone. I was hoping there'd be a little bit of that in here, but there's not. Still not bad, but not quite exactly the German Pils. But it's nice, and again, there is a crispness to it. It's fairly light compared to the ales I make, and again, the color's good, aroma's nice. It's not a bad beer. It's a beer I wouldn't mind sharing, but I don't think I would enter this into the competition because I don't think it's going to meet style. So I'm happy with this. First test of the yeast, first German Pils, could have went a lot worse. In the end, I'm actually really happy with the beer I'm tasting. Just, again, I don't know that I could hand this to someone and say it's a German Pils. Might have to say it's a blonde ale. And that happens. You set out to make one style and ends up tasting like something else. Bam, that's what you call it. So I think I got a really good blonde ale here, and I'll have to go back to the drawing board on the German Pils. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that little bell so you don't miss the releases. No, that's not how it works. I think it tells you when releases come out. I'll get this down someday. So let me just finish there until I figure it all out and say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.